Hi, my name is Pete Cozy, and I'm the rental manager at Fretz RV and Fretz RV Rentals here. And today we're going to do an operational video for you for one of our 2021 Jayco Jay Flight 264 bunkhouse. This is a 26-foot box. Roughly overall length is about 29 foot. It's a great family unit. It'll sleep up to 8 people inside. And what I'd like to do is just go around it and show you while you're out there RVing how to operate this unit, and it will help you out, as far as when you get to the campsite and having questions. A lot of them will be answered today in this video. So I'd like to start up front here, and basically what we have here is a brand new for 2021 is a power tongue jack here. And you have the ability to turn a light on for nighttime, and the ability to raise it up and raise it down to get it on the ball of your truck. By the way, it's a 2 5/16 ball that you'll need to get your truck installed on this trailer here. We do have your safety chains. We do have an emergency brake. We will actually connect to your truck. So if it does come disconnected, the electric brakes will come on and stop the trailer for you. Here's your 7-pin connector. So this will allow us to produce power to charge the battery and get your power in the unit while you're driving down the road. And it will charge those batteries to the point when you get to your site, they'll be fully charged. So basically, up top here, we have the ability for your propane here. We'll loosen that, turn that down. So we have 2 propane bottles. You'll turn them on here. Basically, we just use one of them. Depending on the time of the year, you won't really use much propane at all. You have a cooktop that'll run propane and a hot water heater. Very little propane. The majority of the propane is going to be used when you turn the actual heater on. If it has a 25,000 BTU heater, it may use a little bit of propane to keep the unit heated inside if you're going in the early spring or late fall. Your battery is back here, heavy duty battery there. And there is an actual port at the very top of this. So if the unit stops working, meaning your power tongue, there's a tool that can be put and it can manually go up and manually go down for you, so you never get stuck. We'll come around the side here and we're going to go over your stabilizer jacks are down the bottom here. So basically when we get to an RV park, you're going to want to back this into your spot and you're going to want to get it level from side to side first. And I do have some leveling blocks that I give you when you rent the unit. They're down here. And they're basically adult-sized Legos if you take a look, and you can stack them up or just grab 2 of them, put them under each tire, and you'll be able to level this from side to side with these leveling jacks. The secondary thing after you have it level from side to side is you're going to want to use your power tongue jack, and you're going to want to level it from front to back. So you'll disconnect it from your truck and you will get it level front to back. Once you're level there, the third thing you're going to do is get out. There's a wrench here. By the way, you can bring along a 3/4 inch socket on a little drill, but that will take your stabilizer jacks and you'll be able to raise them and lower them. And what I do is I get them to touch the ground like that, and I'll do maybe 1 or 2 turns, put a little pressure on there. It won't move now. In other words, when you're disconnected from the truck, if everybody was to run towards the back, you don't want the trailer to tip backwards. And that's your stabilizers. You're going to notice in the very front here, you've got a large storage cavity. It's a pass-through, and it also tees off into the bed. You'll be able to obtain stuff from outside and under the queen bed in the master bedroom. So that's your storage there. And it is magnetic. It goes up and holds with the magnet, and it is lockable. You'll be able to lock it here. There's one specific key for this unit. It's one key does the door lock, the deadbolt on the door, and all your exterior cabins. It's a 1 key setup. You got some picture windows here. This is your low point drain and your water. So basically what this is taking fresh water with you. You can use a hose, which I supply for you, and you can fill this up. So if you stop in a parking lot or you're dry camping, you're not plugged into a source of water, you'll be able to put water in this tank, turn a water pump inside on, which I'll show you in a minute, and you will be able to pump water up to the faucets in the bathroom and at the sink, to the shower, and also the toilet. You'll be able to flush the toilet. So if you pull over on the side of the road or in a rest stop and you want to use your facility, you can go inside, turn the pump on, use the facilities, flush the toilet. You can wash your hands and get back on the road. The low point drain is under the bottom here, and basically what that is, when you own one of these and you come home after a trip, you're going to want to drain that tank. And basically what that does is the water prevents the water from getting very smelly after a while from being in there on a hot day. So if it's a month between trips, you want to drain that. So that's what that is. It's draining the fresh water tank. Your exhaust port for your heater is right here. Well, this is your city water connection. So I supply you with a fresh water hose. A fresh water hose is a white hose with a blue line, so it's safe for drinking. You'll install the hose where it says city water. This brass fitting is a pressure regulator, and basically, if there's a burst of water pressure at the RV park, this will not have any of the lines blow out inside of the unit. So it'll keep them all intact. They're PEX lines. They're lines that can move. They're plastic lines, and they can move because this is a house going down the road. So you want to make sure this is installed. You'll put this on the hose bib, turn the water on. Now you'll have direct water pressure into the unit from the township that you're in. And you do not need the water from the freshwater tank nor the pump anymore. You've got water at the faucets, the toilet, the shower. You're ready to go. So that's your fresh water line there. This is your power source, and I've got it plugged in next door. And what it basically is a 30 amp plug, which is a very large, like an electric dryer plug. At an RV park, that is what you'll be plugging into. But if you are at home, or maybe you're at a relative's house for a family reunion, you guys are RVing there, you have the ability to plug into the back of this 30 amp plug down to a 15 amp plug. Yes, you have to watch, because 30 amps gives you the ability to run the air conditioner, the microwave, all the high-powered items that need 110. This will allow you to run them probably individually. You'll know, because if you produce too much power through here, 15 amp circuit at your relative's house or wherever you're at your house, it may pop the circuit breaker. So we don't want to be plugged in with this and be running the air conditioner, a coffee pot, a hair dryer, all those things, microwave. You got to be very careful with that. 30 amp gives you enough. That's why this is so large. This gives you enough power to actually power this entire unit up. So that is your adapter plug. I'll show you this in a second where it's plugged in. You do have the ability with an auxiliary key to open this up. There's an outdoor shower in here. So there is a hot and cold water valve in there and an outdoor shower. You can rinse things off. Black tank flush is really for somebody who owns one of these. It is a built-in dishwasher, if that's what you want to call it, in the black tank, which is the toilet tank. When you're done draining this unit out, you have the ability to hook up your freshwater hose into here, and it will use a sprinkler system to wash everything down and wash it out. So I typically do that at the end of my trip. It's the last time I'm dumping at the end of my trip. I'm going to probably rinse that out because it's going to sit at the house for a while. So basically, there is a cold water and hot water low point drain. This is for the system at the end of the year. You can drain all the water out of the system in the actual unit from these low point drains. Or if you have to work on one of the systems, you have to shut the water in. This is I supply you with a sewer hose, and this is basically what it looks like. Here's the cap that goes on the ends here. And basically, when you remove this cap here, you'll be able to install this right on there. And on the other end, you'll notice this is where it goes into the ground at the dumping station. There's a 3-inch, 3.5, and 4-inch connector, so you'll be able to push this right down into the ground. And now it's time to dump your black and gray tanks. So black tank is your toilet tank. Gray tank is the soapy water that goes down through the sink or the shower. So those two tanks, you'll be able to drain from back here. You're going to notice you have a valve with a gray handle and a valve under here with a black handle. What you want to do is always drain the black tank first. Makes sense. It's the toilet tank. You want all that to go through here. So what you'll do is you'll open this valve. You'll see the water start flowing through. And when it stops, you will shut the valve off. You've now drained the toilet tank down to empty. Now, there may be some solids or some waste still in here. So now I always do my gray one second. And that will use the soapy water to rinse this out. I own one of these, and I do a third step. When I am done, I disconnect this. and I take it over to my fresh water. I'll disconnect it from here. I will turn my hose bib and I will rinse this. You can see there's a clear end on it. You can watch it. And when I have this completely clean, I will now pack this up. I don't want anything left in here. So I'll use my fresh water source, and my third step is rinse this out. And that's basically how I do it. When you're done, you'll just reinstall the cap on the end. You'll put it on, and return it to the right. And that's it. Make sure these are closed. You'll notice in the back here, a lot of RV parks these days will have cable or satellite TV. So you take your coax cable, connect it here, connect it to your box, and you will have cable television inside of the unit. So this specific unit comes with one television in the living room, but it does have the ability to mount a secondary television in the bedroom. With a quick mount, you can take that and mount it on the outside, so you can watch TV underneath the canopy on the outside. Here's another one of your stabilizer jacks. There's 4 all the way around. If you come around back, Jayco's have what they call a smart LED lighting system. So when you turn this on, not only is it very well lit so people can see it, you'll notice all the LED lights. It has reverse lights. When you put your turn signals on, it blinks in the back here. They're also pre-wired for backup cameras. So if you buy one of these, you can have a backup camera. They all have a spare tire. And they do allow you on the roof. So they have the truss system on these roofs are very heavy duty. You're allowed to go up the ladder and go on the roof and work up there, whether it be caulking or anything like that. So they actually want you to go up there. Other manufacturers, you won't see ladders. They don't want you to go. You want to go outside and not putting any pressure. This is your hot water heater. This is basically where we service it and drain it. So that's your actual hot water heater there on the outside. The unit for this year, new for 2021, is a miniature kitchen. So there's a refrigerator and there's a massive storage cavity back here. So it actually gives you a lot more storage. On your outside TV, mounting block for the TV, power, if you want to run a table out here and have a blender or a coffee pot, and cable television. So that's all on the outside here. This handle is actually, when you're going down the road, you lift it straight up and you turn it in towards the door. Turn it back, so it goes in different positions. So when you open the door on these units, you're going to see the steps. This is brand new for 2021. They're going to be in there like that. The door will be closed. You have one key for the latch and one key to deadbolt it for privacy. So basically, when you get to your campsite, you're going to open the door, and you will notice there's a screen door, which is nice, and it does move back and forth, so you can reach in here, open your door, shut your door. There's your deadbolt. You see it there? You can deadbolt it from inside or outside. Now, when you open this door, because of wind, you do want to connect it back here. There's a little tab built into the door, and you're going to push this inside the door, and the wind won't take this door. You're going to come down to your steps here, and this is brand new, like I said, for 2021. They're all aluminum. They've got grips on them, so you won't slide. You push this blue lever, and you'll maneuver your steps down to the ground. Now, you want your steps to be able to clear the door, so you want them in this fashion. You do have the ability now with these. There's a push lever. You can adjust these up and down, so you can actually, if it's slanted down your sight, you can make that leg longer than that one to keep it nice and level. Going in, I advise you to use the handle. And what we'll do basically, we're going to go inside and we're going to go over everything on the interior. You will notice though outside here, I do have the awning out for you. We have built-in LED lights. This awning is very large. It is a wind sail. So the biggest thing I like to tell people is when you're RVing, absolutely you want to be out of the sun sometimes and under here. But if it's windy out or heavy rain, you want this in. You do not want this out because it's a large wind sail. They're very expensive to replace. You do have the ability with these to actually tilt them down, and you can, as you can see by me tilting this down, I have the ability to run rainwater off again. So, but I don't recommend having it out in the rain. A light drizzle, you'll be fine. If you ever see water belly up in here, you want to close it immediately. You pull it down, drain the water, and close it up. Um, that's basically it outside here. So, you'll see when it's all the way out, there is a piece of cloth that comes down to shade you from the sun. So when you roll it back up, that piece of cloth will come in. When you roll it back up, you'll notice it is white under here, and it is dark gray or black on the top. So that's the way you want to roll it in. I do get them back once in a while. When they're rolled in, it's white on the outside. You've rolled it up inside out. And you can do that without any damage. It's not a big deal. But there is a button on the inside I'm about to show you that says out and in. So we'll do that. Go on inside. Let me show you. Welcome inside. So basically for 2021, Jayco has redone the inside of these with a brand new interior, which is really, really nice. You're going to love the fit and finish of this unit. It'll be very, very welcoming when you come inside it. And if you do have to spend some time in here, it's going to be quite nice. So at the front door, you're going to always have a fire extinguisher. So you want to know that that's there. If something's going on out here with your fire pit, you have an fire extinguisher here. You're going to have a smoke detector up top here. And you do have, this little box is a carbon monoxide and LP detector. So if there's any gases being emitted in here, whether it be LP gas or carbon monoxide, it will let you know. I will forewarn you, there is a chemical and hairspray that will set off the LP detector inside the unit. So if you are in here and you're using hairspray and it goes off, please don't be alarmed. If you don't smell LP gas, that means everything is off here. You're okay. It will go off automatically. As we come into the front wall, you're going to have an awning button. So this is the awning out and in, and you can see from outside, I'm bringing it in. See the cloth and the white is rolling up inside of itself. And then there's back out. This other light here is your main light switch. It puts only a few lights so you don't stub your toe when you come in here at night. And this other switch is your LED lights on the outside awning. So that's right at the front door. You want to get some lights on so you don't stub your toe. You'll notice you have a 4-person dinette here. And this dinette has the ability to pull off of these 2 legs. And you can mount them down the bottom here. This will become your box spring. You can mount it flush, leave the legs laying under here. And these backing pillows will go in place. And as you can see, this becomes another bed. So you have a bed here. You do have a picture window here. You do have tons of storage up top. Stereo, AM, FM, CD, and DVD player for the TV. So your stereo here, your TV here. And up in the cabinet, I'll show you in a minute, I've got all the remotes up there. Thermostat is right here. So basically, you've got different modes for the thermostat. Fan, if you hit mode again, air conditioning, furnace for heat, and off. So it's going to go fan, air, heat, off. You can adjust the temperature up and down here and the fan speed here. And there's an automatic feature. So it's a standard thermostat to actually run the unit. By the way, the heat is run by propane. So you'll need the propane on in the front to actually run the heat, operate the cooktop stove and the hot water heater. The air conditioning is electric. It will not run on propane. Brand new, they do have a new ducted air conditioning system. So you've got ducts all throughout this unit for everybody. So what it basically means is there's a centralized air conditioner and it's going to blow AC. A lot of these smaller units, it just has a single unit and it just blows out from one area. If you close that curtain in the master bedroom, you'll notice that no air will get in there with that style. But with the ducted system, you'll get AC inside that room. You'll stay nice and cool. If we come around the corner, we've got double wide bunk beds. So they are double wide and bunk beds. This has USB charging ports and 110 ports at the bottom and an auxiliary exit, which is very important. And I'm going to show you how to operate that in a minute. There's multiple ones in here. If something's going on this side of the unit and you have to get out, you can go out that exit there. If you come around, you'll notice your restroom. So you got a full shower. Now I'm 6'1". It's got plenty of space. So you do have a skylight in here. So if you're 6'4", 6'5", you can still fit in here. There's your toilet. There has its own individual light in here. Its own shower curtain, toilet paper dispenser, exterior sink out here. So somebody could be getting ready here, and somebody could be showering here. I like it. Everybody's different. Some people like it, some people don't. There's a towel holder here and a mirror. Typically in here, I'll have RV toilet paper and RV, what they call sanitation pellets. So when you dump the black tank, what I ask people to do is open this up, put a sanitation pellet down in, and put about a gallon, maybe a bowl or two of water in there. So when you're driving from one spot to the other, that sanitation pellet will open up, and the water turns like a bluish color, like if you had a Johnny on the spot. And basically, it'll rinse that black tank out, and it will rinse the sensors to keep the sensors working properly. I'm going to show you where you're going to actually be able to meter what's in here, what's in the gray tank. So I can actually show you how that happens. If you go over here, we got a refrigerator. This refrigerator you turn on with this button here, and you do have, here we go. There it is. So we're on number 5. You can see you can turn the temperature up and down here. It's on number 5. And that's how cold you're going to get this inside. You do have the ability to run this on battery power or propane. Down the road, you're going to run that basically on the actual propane. And when I say battery power, I mean 110. So basically when you get to your RV site and you plug in, 110 will keep this cold. It operates a lot faster and it operates better on the 110. But when you load this up at home and you're going down the road, you don't have 110 current coming in. You have battery power from the front and propane from outside. This will run on propane for you. So that'll keep this thing operating. And then you have a little lever here. Nice size freezer. A real nice size refrigerator here. We make our way over. You do have a microwave. Now I'm plugged in to the 110 source. So you'll notice that's my telltale sign that I've got 110 in here. That all my outlets will work. Everything on 110, my microwave will work. So always look to see the time clock is on, then you know you've got your 110 plugged in properly. Nice size microwave here. You do have a light here to cook and a fan. Your cooktop is a 3-burner. You're going to basically lift this up, fold this over. This is just for you to be able to serve stuff up off when you're done cooking. Fold this over, and you'll notice there is a light switch to light up everything here, you can see. So this is your igniter, just like at home with your gas grill. Here are your different burners. You're going to turn this to the lighting feature, and you're just going to turn this, and it will go on. And then you can adjust the height of it up and down. When you're done, you'll shut it off. You'll notice it does lock. You have to push in. This one's going to operate your oven. You do have a small oven down here. So that. Now, I do ask that when this is hot, that you don't put the glass top down. The glass top is for serving on, but it is glass. It may crack if you put it down. So maybe 2 minutes, then you'll put this back down. You can serve off of that there. Your sink here, you have a 2-bowl sink with stoppers, hot and cold water. You do have a shade. You've got multiple. These all open, by the way. Anything that has a screen, we'll be able to open these up to get fresh air in here. That's basically everything there. And you do have blackout shades to keep it nice and dark so you can sleep. 110 for your coffee pot. This is your dashboard. So you're going to see a water pump. See it go on. Water heater, electric, and LP gas. The water pump is going to take that water from that fresh water tank outside that you filled up before you left, and it's going to pressurize the water system because we're not hooked up to city water. And you'll be able to get water here, in the shower, and in the toilet. So that's what you'll do when you are boondocking, dry camping, or just pulling over in a parking lot to use the facility and wash your hands. You'll turn the water pump on. That is battery operated. Now you've got here water heater, LP gas or electric. It runs on either or. So if you're boondocking, you're going to use LP to get your hot water. If you're plugged in, you're going to use the electric. These push buttons will all tell you how much battery. So as you can see, we are full. We have empty, 1/3, 2/3, and full. Full battery power in here, so they're fully charged. Our freshwater tank is empty now, but it will tell you how much you've put in. Black water is empty now, but it will tell you how much when it's time to dump your black tank, your toilet tank. And then this is your gray water, the soapy water that goes down in the sink. So this will tell you how full that is. So when you have to dump your tanks, that'll tell you. This is your fresh water. You want to drain that when you get back. And then these are your batteries there. And that's basically it. Now, regarding the fresh water, it's very heavy. So if you're only going to use this maybe once on your trip, or maybe you may not. You're going to go right from home, right to an RV park that has water facility, you will not put anything in the tank. It's extra weight. If you fill that tank, it's probably a 45 or 50 gallon tank in this. And it weighs a couple 100 pounds. So you don't need to be dragging that weight to your spot, wasting extra gas in your vehicle. So I would only fill that if you're going to use it. When my wife and I leave, we go, I usually put about 5 or 10 gallons. That's all, just in case we have to use it. When I get there, I hook up. We very rarely dry camp, but when we do, I can actually put extra water in there. What I'm going to show you next is all your storage underneath your sink. This is your drawers. Up top, I usually put the books, keys, all the operational books are here. Warranty cards, 800 numbers for all the manufacturers that build all this equipment in your house. And then there's 2 remotes that come with it. The smaller remote is going to be your radio, because you can operate that from outside or inside here. And then this is your television. And these do have digital antennas on top, so you'll be able to hit the menu screen when you go there, and you'll be able to scroll down to TV lineup, and you'll be able to actually pull whatever TV stations are in the state that you're in out, and it'll produce the actual TV stations that are available there. And then you always have cable television also. So everything's usually typically up here. So we've got double bunk beds to sleep, a dinette. This is a sofa during the day. As you can see, it's a triple sofa. You can watch TV at nighttime. You can pull these in and just pull this straight out. It's a jackknife bed. So it's another bed for a guest or whatever. But you can actually sleep somebody here if you want to. And then just push it back in and push it back down. Put your pillows back here. Now we'll head into the master bedroom. So when you come in the unit, to the right is your master bedroom. You'll see you have a privacy curtain here that you can actually undo. Close this off. You will notice inside here, you do have the ability to open your bed up and get your items out of that big storage area. So when you lift up on this, you'll see. So there's, you can put your paper goods or extra bedding or quilts or whatever you want down inside here. You do have the ability to get in and out of this bed. It's quite large. So if you have to use the restroom in the middle of the night, you can get out and not bother the other person sleeping here. You do have your blacked out and your fresh air vents. Storage. You'll notice on here you've got 110s and USBs. And there is a little light switch for a mood light in here. So you can shut the lighting down. And you can just keep on this blue light here for mood lighting. You've got an auxiliary television. Can be mounted here. And it is a quick release. You can take it right off and mount it outside. There's a mounting block behind here. And there's your cable and your power. More storage on this side here. Now, I was telling you about the emergency exit. It's very important that everybody that's RVing with you knows about emergency exits. Quite easy. You'll push this towards the front of the unit, up, out. This will push straight out. You'll be able to climb out there. So it can stay here open. It's an awning style window to let fresh air in and no rain in. But when you're done with it, you'll lift up, pull it in, push it over, and latch it back down. That is an emergency exit here. Obviously, your main exit, you're probably on this unit. You have an emergency exit over there. So there's multiple emergency exits. And these side windows are large enough in this unit, because it's a large unit, you could get out other windows also. So that's basically, the interior of the 264 bunkhouse. Any questions? My name's Pete Cozy. I'm the rental manager here. I'm the only rental manager, so you'll be calling me. My direct phone number, which is on my website and all my paperwork, is 267-261-6799. You'll take that number with you. That's my personal cell number. So if we have any questions or any concerns, we can get them answered during your trip. The direct number to the dealership and my office is 215-723-3121. And my extension is 106. So that's my direct office there. And then my email address is my name, Pete, P-E-T-E, Cozy, C-O-Z-Z-I, at fretzrv.com. So thanks for watching. I know it was a little lengthy, but this is a little bit more of an operational video. We will do it again when you come in and you can video me. But typically when you watch this, you're going to actually not have as many questions, and it's going to be a way more enjoyable experience. So happy RVing. Give me a call. They're booking quick. So give me a shout and we'll get you your reservations in. We only take a $250 reservation to actually lock in the unit for the days that you want to go. Nobody else can take it. So you're more than welcome to call me or go on our website and book it that way. There are discounts for first-time renters, so please call me so I can make sure that we get everything in there properly for you. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.